Hi everyone, I'm Teresa Call. I'm one of the county councilors, and I'm here to give you a summary of the September 26, 2023 County Council regular meeting. The meeting started with two proclamations. The first was a proclamation designating October 2023 as Arts and Humanities Month in Los Alamos County. This will be kicked off with a full day of events on Saturday, September 30th, including an arts and crafts fair on the Fuller Lodge lawn. The second proclamation designated October 2nd through 6th, 2023 as Customer Service Week in Los Alamos County. There will be a customer service fair in the municipal building lobby on October 5th from 1 till 3. There were 4 items that were approved on the consent agenda. First one was authorized signers for the county bank and investment accounts. The second was a vacation of an utility easement in the western area. The third was a budget revision to carry over additional or available budget amounts from FY23 to FY24. And the fourth was an amendment to the professional services agreement between the Center for Health Innovation and the County of Los Alamos. There were 2 public hearings at the meeting. The first one was on the proposed ordinance related to electric rate schedules, customer service charges, and electric energy charges. The rate study performed by an independent contractor showed a need to increase electric rates for residential and commercial customers starting in October 2023 and an additional increase in July 2024 to cover increased costs. It was noted that electric rates haven't been raised since 2015, and even with the rate increases, the rates for Los Alamos County would still be lower than the average rate of surrounding communities, and that's assuming that those communities don't raise their rates as well. The presentation showed the increases that might be expected for certain customers. It was recognized that the increases could cause a hardship on those customers with fixed incomes, and we were reminded that there's a utilities assistance program available to those who need it. Additionally, residents are encouraged to donate to the program if they can afford to. The ordinance was approved. The second public hearing was for an ordinance authorizing the utilities manager and the deputy utilities manager to execute documents with the New Mexico Environment Department relating to a water production pipeline along New Mexico Highway 4 between White Rock and the truck route. The project is proposed to start in early spring and to be completed by fall. The pipeline would be installed on the east shoulder of the road. The ordinance was approved. Under business, we had a presentation on the new and improved Los Alamos County website. The presentation showed a beta version of the new website, which is expected to go live by the end of October. The new website is more searchable and makes information and content easier to find. Data was used to determine the top visited sites and reduce the website or the web page size. A community group will be brought back to walk through the web page and provide feedback before the page goes live. Counselors also provided some feedback at the meeting. Also under business, we had a presentation on the Los Alamos Animal Shelter. County Council had requested the presentation to provide a status on the implementation of the Animal Shelter Advisory Committee recommendations. There were several improvements identified, including the hiring of a new shelter manager and animal control officer, installation of a cat patio and new cat kennels, and some dog kennel improvements. There are still some recommendations that are yet to be implemented, including revisions to policies and Chapter 6 of the County Code, a dog run, and continuing training and implementation of animal enrichment and animal welfare initiatives. Chapter 6 changes have been drafted and should come before Council before the end of the calendar year. This is still a work in progress. There were 3 appointments made to the library board. Francis Knudsen and Sarah Work will serve for 2 years, and Brian Reardon will serve a 1-year term. I want to personally thank these folks for volunteering their time. Manager Lynn reported a meeting with San Ildefonso Governor on broadband and a discussion of a possible joint meeting with County Council in late October. He also mentioned a tour on Thursday with state and federal elected officials focusing on county projects. A permit was issued for the Arbolada housing project on North Mesa, so that's moving forward, and a plan for additional education on wildlife interactions. Chair Durkis will be forming a council working group to work with the county sustainability manager on actions that can or should be taken now to address the LARES recommendations while we wait on a climate action plan. Chair Durkis also provided a report from a trip to Washington, D.C., and several councilors provided feedback from boards and commissions and other activities. I encourage you to review the recording and or the handouts if you want additional information on any of these items.